Hello.
What is wrong with that guy? Like, why does he keep coming at me? I've never sent him anything. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
Okay, now we're ready. Anyway, who are you talking about again?
I'm talking about Marv. Like, what is wrong with him? By the way, we are in live right now.
Not gonna lie, I can't understand. Like, your mic is cutting
Are
off.
we live right now? Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Okay, hold on. Let me just send you something in DM.
Okay. What are you talking about, that Goku guy again? Are you talking about that Goku guy again?
The Google guy? Yeah, that guy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, by the way, check it from your phone. Don't look at it from your PC since you're streaming and everything.
Yeah, I'm checking from my phone. Did you send in DMs or because I can't see it live?
No.
Then? Wait, wait. Are you talking about Mark Solos? Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, this guy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is his new vault, or maybe old island, and then there is Mark Solos 985. To be honest,
I'm not sure if it is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is open. Anyway, let's ignore him.
I mean, yeah, just block him. This guy is not, you know.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Let me change my settings first. Okay, team. This is much better, but okay, this is better. Never mind, I can't add the background. Anyway, let's just. So, what do we talk about? Actually, let me just tell Jazzy we're live.
Yeah. Hey, I'm also checking something out.
Can you like send me Pylan's ID? You don't actually have to like, you know, accept
I
his.
did. It doesn't.
No.
I already did, actually. I already did.
Okay, never mind. You did.
His ID, I already did.
Yeah, let
It's
me
in
just.
DMs. The first image is him. First image is his ID. First image is the first image ID is for him.
Okay, so copy. Okay, who the fuck is pinging me? Like, this is the second time I got pinged and there's not a single message here. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna check if this guy, you know.
So temporarily, because after My Hero Academia, fan attempted to, you know what, with a frog, like, bruh.
Yeah, I know it was a ghost ping. Okay. Now to see.
It says here, because I checked with Gemini, this list shows the friend requests you sent to them, outgoing requests. The heading sent indicates the requests you initiated, and clicking the X icon next to any of those users will cancel the request before they accept it. I blocked him though, so he can actually accept anything.
Okay, so not gonna let this
It's
Pylon
under.
guy. No, this Pylon guy
Yeah.
is about almost a years old, 340 days old. It's that's old account. But let me just share the info with you guys.
I don't think I. Yeah, I don't remember. Like I sent a request to this pilot guy. I don't know even where
Hey, Celestial.
where he's from. We don't share any mutual servers, nor are we mutual friends.
I mean, yeah, that's why I always block them myself, because I have no idea who they are, and they just randomly send me, you know, a friend request. Like, I don't know why. Anyway, if anyone, I think I accidentally minimized Discord. It should be back now.
Yeah, okay.
So Jazzy's like still gonna, you know, take time. Okay, what the fuck is this? Zoo temporarily closed after My Hero Academia fan attempt to. What the fuck?
Yeah. Understood.
Bro, do not send that again.
Yeah.
DMHA fandom is already fucking weird enough.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about something. I want to talk about Natsu for one thing. I think Natsu is one of the underrated people in both fiction and power skill. His flames are actually quite interesting in a lot of ways. Think about it. He has the ability to.
Wait, which character are you talking about?
Natsu from Fairy Tail.
Oh, Natsu. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually quite interesting because you see his powers. His flame allows it to burn abstract things like time and space. That's actually quite interesting. I didn't pay attention to it in the first time I watched Fairy Tail because I only watched it for fun. But this thing is actually quite interesting. Really it is. Not the scaling though can be very wanky because he doesn't necessarily scale his whole durability or AEP to his own hacks. He's mostly just carried by hacks.
I mean, his biggest fucking hacks is being able to absorb any type of fire, whether it's fucking at the level of the sun, or whenever, like, he just can absorb any type of fucking fire. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he had done something to the afterlife with his fire or something. Because there's a
Not
version,
just like
there's a version of
yeah,
afterlife within the fairy tale itself. It's their own version of afterlife.
Not only that, like he can actually absorb like any type of magic and make himself stronger.
Yeah.
The thing is that he absorbed like not just fire but other types of magic as well. Other types of magic like I don't know, this astral magic that was in the spirit realm as well. He absorbed it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if one of his biggest fucking argument are like autoversal scaling. Like, he's one of those guys.
Mm.
Yo, Superior, how are you, bro?
But he's not. But the thing is about Natsu is that he's mostly just carried by his own hacks. He doesn't necessarily scale to his EP. Well, you can make an argument, but not necessarily. It is because that's not necessarily like 100%. It's quite inconsistent.
Yeah.
Mm. That's why actually when I like watched the death battle between Ace and Natsu, I always thought that Ace should have won. But that's because I didn't know anything about scaling back then. But justifiably enough, yeah, Natsu should have easily like no diff Ace in this kind of regard.
I mean, yeah, I used to think Goku was fucking 3D before I started to watch Jigsaw's videos and got a better, understanding of scaling.
Yeah. I mean, I've been muting myself for a bit because there's some noise around me, so I don't want people to hear.
Okay. Bro, Leafy, you're literally within the voice chat.
The screen is dark?
I don't think so. I'm literally checking it right now. It's not dark. I think I accidentally sometime, minimize the screen.
I see.
I sometimes minimize Discord, so that's why I think it happens.
Hmm. Let's talk about other things as well.
Yo, Zamasu.
Yo.
Goku.
Yo.
I mean, at Goku being 3D is so big. I mean, at the time, I didn't understand anything about power scaling and that much, and I just thought Goku can affect the entire universe, which is 3D. So I thought he's 3D as well. I didn't understand power scaling at that much. I mean, I didn't even understand what space-time was at the time. That was like fucking 5 years ago. Sorry, 4 years ago. Yo, Goku Solo, how are you, bro? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You're Zamasu. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my screen because I want to see if I don't end up opening something private on Discord. Okay, changing the screen, YouTube Chrome, there we go. Fucking knew it. Okay, so what should we watch today?
By the way, I want to talk about something as well. There's a statement I saw in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Here, they use it as to say Omega Shenron is the strongest, like fighter, the strongest one that they have faced up until that point. I think that they say this includes Beerus.
Yeah, I don't know. What was that again? I forgot the name.
They say, like, from a statement from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, they say that Omega Shenron is the strongest warrior they have, like, faced up until that specific point. Okay? And they somehow include that to, like, everyone in Super. Personally, for me, I don't think this is true at all. But the thing is, because the term strongest that they have faced up until that point can actually, like, can be taken, like, heavily out of context. Because, you see, here's the thing. Hi, Cumber. It can be taken, like, heavily out of context. Yeah, bro. It can be heavily taken out of context, in my own opinion. The thing is that this statement is said to basically every single person in the show. For example, to Hit, to Jiren, Goku Black, Broly, as well to who else? Tomorrow. To also
it can just be a
so I
thing
think
about.
It
can just be about being the strongest of his own time, not necessarily the strongest of all time.
What are you guys talking about?
Just hold on. Not to mention that the thing is, those statements of being the strongest up until that specific point doesn't necessarily include Beerus. Are we somehow going to say that Omega Shenron is also stronger than Beerus? Because those statements also did not include Beerus.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what's wrong here. Yeah, this is. They're assuming, like, what do we call that? They're presupposing that Shenron is even first. Shenron is fucking canon to Dragon Ball GT, and second, there are already pre-recorded voices of Videl, Bulma, and Chi-Chi. Matter of fact, Dragon Ball Super Chi-Chi hasn't even seen fucking Goku yet. Kid Goku of GT. Matter of fact, the Videl from Super is in literally from the time of either Battle of God or just a little further in time. She's literally not even from GT, so her statement doesn't fucking make any sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, even if you do want to accept it as like true statement in that specific one from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it doesn't make sense because the term strongest they have faced up until a specific point doesn't necessarily apply to everyone because they have said that statement repeatedly and applied it to like every major antagonist or villain in Dragon Ball Super, but it didn't include Beerus.
I mean, if we go by what Videl says, and assuming that they already faced Shenron, doesn't that make him fucking weaker than, Black Frieza? Because Black Frieza hasn't been animated and anything, and his plot is still going to happen. So if they already fucking faced Shenron, then yeah, it's dubs. Like, Videl's own statement is contradicted here by herself. Because one, this Videl is from Super, and her statement doesn't even make sense because at the time she is from current, like, she hasn't fucking, fighted any version of the Super Shenron or anyone. I don't know why the fuck am I strutting a lot, but yeah. You know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna put this here. and I'm not gonna remove that fucking bro. I'm not gonna remove anything. Okay, what did he say? This
continuity
about
super.
super.
The thing is that like it irks me the most. Even if you want to say they are, they could be like exist within the Dragon Ball timeline. That's fine. But they not necessarily canon events because one, you still have to settle a lot of different contradictions. For example, Kabiru Kai does not diffuse unless you're gonna tell me he fused later. But unless we can see him fusing later in the series,
to be honest with you, I don't see Daima being part of Super. I don't see Super being part of GT, and I don't see Z and Kai being separate timelines because Kai version is just simply a toned down version of the original Z. As for the new audience, Dragon Ball Daima is just nostalgic fucking version of Dragon Ball GT. You know, they literally added Super Saiyan 4 for GT out of nostalgia, like simply is that. Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super debate being part of each other's timeline, it just doesn't make fucking sense. Especially considering we may get old Goku, like the one Toyotaro drawn. If we get that version of Goku, that automatically is like debunk the entire GT and Super being in the same timeline.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm just saying, unless we get some form of official statement from it, then yeah, I don't think that I see like GT being in the same timeline as Super. Especially since like a lot of contradictions we have to like settle. For example, Kabiru Kai not diffusing. And the thing is that Supreme Kai already said that he doesn't want to remain fused with Kabiru because he doesn't want to look like an old man. So even if you want to say that they fused later out of necessity, that still has to be proven or shown.
Okay, so apparently Jade Buck, I'm just gonna call you Jay. He's asking which base Goku stronger or Super Saiyan God Goku stronger. You need to first define explain which version of base Goku you're talking about. If you're talking about the Goku before he accessed Super Saiyan God, then it's obviously Super Saiyan God Goku that's stronger. If you mean after losing Super Saiyan God, then it's base Goku because he absorbed Super Saiyan God into his base. Oh, never mind. Goku is talking, the Muslim guy. The Muslim Goku is going to talk, so let's just, ask him and finally confront him about, the dumb shit he's doing with Jay. Yeah, if you're talking about the Goku that absorbs the power into his base, then that Goku is definitely stronger than the previous Super Saiyan God Goku.
Yeah, because also that Super Saiyan God Goku have been getting stronger throughout the fight.
One of the biggest contradiction, huh? And then you all came along and in just 30 years time. Wait, what? You use the Dragon Balls like crazy? What?
He says he has made the server reporting you about the allegation. Why was the server anyway? Why did you say he didn't harm anyone? I didn't support what he did for.
Yeah, we know you're not Jay. We're just like asking you, why are you associated with him? I've seen you multiple times defending Jay.
Yeah, I think this guy needs to explain himself better.
Jay. We're just like asking you, why are you associated with him? I've seen you multiple times defending Jay. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use microphone error. This mic is much better for formal discussions. Yeah, this mic is fucking much better. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit because I think it's too loud.
Yeah. He said when I was asking.
Hello?
Wait. He said when I was asking him. Yeah, I can hear you. He said when I was asking him if he did what he did, he denied it, and I looked at the videos by Zeta and saw the evidence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wish not anymore. He's not associated with it anymore.
Okay. I mean, this is.
Yeah, that's fair. By the way, actually, these screenshots was sent to me like during the time when the Zeta called the. I think it's better if I actually don't say this on stream, because then things will be more complicated on our side.
Sure. Now, I'm not saying that you're associated with him. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, sorry about that. I may have misunderstood, because in Noblesse, Zeta server, a lot of people say that you still are associated with him and still defend him. So I just want to understand, what are you doing? Since you cleared up that you're not associated with him anymore, so I guess it's okay. But still, completely block that guy. He's a really weird guy, bro. It's for your own good. Just completely block him. For anyone wondering who am I talking about, I'm talking about Jay. He's one of biggest dragonballz killers. No, sorry, not biggest, but biggest known in the power scaling community, especially if you're within a dripsaw server or Zeta server. Well, his full, I forgot what was his fucking full name. Yo, does anyone remember what was full name of Jay? What was it completely called? I fucking forgot.
His real name? His real name?
No, not real name. On YouTube, what was he called again?
He was called Logical J.
Yeah, sorry, Logical J. Yeah, Logical J. I just looked it up in announcements. Anyway, as I was saying, Logical J is a fucking weirdo, and I think you all should know that. So just completely block that guy.
Yeah, please, don't associate with that person anymore.
His dumbass does fucking realize that, I'm not gonna say the S word here, but that should still. Okay, why the fuck am I not saying that? I fuck all the time. Never mind, I'm just gonna re-record this. Anyway, Logical J does realize that sexting is still fucking disgusting and bad, right? I mean, you just said that he literally admit to this, already proves one of our fucking points, that he's a fucking weirdo. So yeah, fucking pedophile.
Okay, so he's saying, when I was talking to Jay, he denied it. When I looked at in the Zeta by the videos by Zeta, then I understood what he really did. So he's not actually anymore on Zeta's side. That's Jay's side. He's not anymore on Jay's side. He completely disassociated with him. I mean
that's a really good thing. That's a really good thing, bro. If he just completely blocks him, that's even much better. That's way better than just not being associated with him. Just fucking block that guy.
Yeah, just completely disassociate with him, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, anyway.
Yeah, I personally think we should kick him out. I don't want any risk.
Yeah. Anyway, which fictional verse beside Dragon Ball did y'all see have massive chain scaling in each new arc? I guess it's Naruto and
Bleach. Personally, for me, it's,
actually, yeah. Bleach and Naruto are one of the main verses where chain scaling is mostly considered, for power scaling. And then there's another one. I can't say its name, but I forget because I fucking forgot. It has something to do with magic.
Black Clover?
Yeah, Black Clover, Black Clover. Yeah. It also has a
Yeah, Black
great chain
Clover is
skill.
yeah, it has a great chain skill.
Yeah. Like it's pretty common that in a new arc, characters in this verse can get 100 times stronger, for example. Yeah. So that's Bleach, Naruto, Black Clover. I mean, if you want to consider My Hero Academia, that also has chain skilling. So yeah.
Although it actually still heavily depends, since most characters as well, like the other side characters, aside from like just the main cast, also do get stronger.
Yeah.
Which is also the same case for Dragon Ball, I guess. We don't actually see much of a side cast anymore.
I mean, if we think about it, he even, somehow made Rip assume that he can be fucking redeemed. So it's not his fault completely. But sure, actually, forget it.
By the way, Egotistical said most characters in Black Clover besides the MC and main cast get their scaling from chain scaling. Yeah, I think this is actually true, yes. By the way, I think I want to say sorry to the people. Hey, Jazzy. By the way, I want to say sorry to the people in stream because we kind of are dealing with certain internal issues here that I think could not be ignored. So I want to apologize to people if we're not responding quickly.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
Just having a random discussion. We don't want to.
Yeah, we're having a random discussion, but we're also dealing with a certain internal issue in Makeway. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
By the way, hey Jazzy, I want to ask: does the Yu-Gi-Oh gets chain scaling, or does it depend?
Does Yu-Gi-Oh have chain scaling?
Hello.
Yeah, does Yu-Gi-Oh have chain scaling?
Depends on what we're talking about.
I see.
Basically, does Yu-Gi-Oh have chain scaling? Like take MC for example. Does his main scaling come from chain scaling by other characters, or does he have his own feats?
Does Yu-Gi have chain scaling from?
Like for example.
Not for Yu-Gi. Yu-Gi mostly has his own feats. Due to the fact, are we talking about Yu-Gi by himself, or are we talking about with the Pharaoh as well?
Overall, we're talking about overall anime. Like for example, within Bleach, Ichigo has to defeat other characters to be considered that strong, like that.
Yeah, like for example, you have to say
Oh, give me a moment. My mama's calling.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is for Jazz to answer is because you see we have in other animes like Bleach and Dragon Ball, you have to defeat other characters or stronger characters and then somehow be relevant to a certain character to get chain scaling. Like for example, with Yamcha right now is stronger than Perfect Cell because he fought people like Oli Boo, who is stronger than the Super Perfect Cell, right? So we get chain scaling from that. So does chain scaling on that same level or similar level somehow apply to Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that? That's the main issue.
Yeah. Okay, bro, just don't say that again. I know what you're trying to say, and I understand because you think
also
he's a minor, so it should be okay, but don't say that again. Just completely.
What was I about to say? Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell Goku here to don't say that again. He just said that since he was 16 at that time, sexting can be written off, which no, it can't, because that's still fucking bad, even if he was a minor.
Yeah, I know. I personally think that if we're gonna keep him here in the server, I think he should completely disassociate with Jay, and I think he is, by the way. He did say he is completely disassociated with him, but I personally think we still should kick him out because I don't want any risks coming here because of Zeta and such.
Okay.
Okay, he said he will stop.
I actually didn't pay attention. What did you say?
I'm saying that he said he has completely disassociated with Jay. That's what he's saying. But I'm personally saying.
I mean, if he has stopped associating with him, that's all we need. Like, bro, just a lot of people like fucking still defend this logical Jay. Like, you have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple motherfuckers, defending him.
Some people will excuse him because he's a minor, but the thing is, I don't really care. He still has to the things against him are still weird even for someone who was 16. I mean, people will also say, but Zeta also docked someone when he was 16, but I'm not defending Zeta either. Nobody's defending that. I hate both. Honestly, I hate both, and I don't want to be associated with either. It's gonna be the simplest thing for my mind. I don't want to be associated with a PDF, and I don't want to be associated with a doxer.
Bro, whenever I found out someone is a fucking PDF, I just simply block him, like completely block him. Once you're a fucking PDF, no matter how much you try, redeeming is fucking impossible.
There is no coming back from that. I don't want to be associated with any of these guys.
Just a second, I want to see if my electricity is back because we're running on fucking solar batteries.
Oh, by the way, I want to also apologize to the people on the stream. Although we were supposed to discuss things about power scaling, we are running to a certain internal issue right now. So yeah, I'm really sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm back.
Are you done with what? I think about terms of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we?
I mean, my fucking stream always for some fucking reason gets boring. But let's talk. You know what? Let's fucking watch a video. I'm gonna change the screen to that.
Ginyu versus Thanos is.
Oh, never mind. It's the channel I was looking for. We can just watch his latest video. Okay, so I found the channel. We can just watch the video. I'm just gonna. Actually, never mind. I can't share the screen because I'm already doing 3 stuff at the time, which is already taking too much memory. Let's see if I can share the screen without lagging. So let's watch this video because I did want to like see his take on the Ginyu Force versus Boros. What the fuck?
He's gonna say that the Boros wins for some reason.
Yeah. So let's just see.
But sure, let's watch it.
Let's just watch the video.
Sure, let's watch it.
Bruh, did not want to install that.
For just $67,
Oh,
you can
brother.
generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about showing your face on camera or using complex editing tools. With only a few clicks with Toon.
So this week, my entire feed has been taken up by these hilarious Ginyu Force nostalgia videos. For those who haven't been blessed by these memes, they depict the Ginyu Force as essentially the good guys of Dragon Ball, being a kind and supportive, friendly group of heroes that everyone misses
What the fuck?
after they tragically passed away due to mysterious
Hold on. People actually see the Ginyu Force like that? The fuck? Bruh.
I mean, who the fuck said that they're fucking kind and yeah. Oh shit, Hoogie. Long time no see, bro.
circumstances on the planet Namek. So I thought it would be a perfect time to power scale the most powerful warriors in Frieza's army and one of the most all-time iconic villain teams in all of anime. I can't think of a more perfect opponent for the Ginyu Force than one of the
Yeah, no. Boros is no fucking near Ginyu level. Pretty sure even fucking King Piccolo would shut on Boros realistically.
Yeah, well, I think actually, you know what? I think Clunks is just meme scaling at this point. Oh boy.
I mean, unless Boros uses his meteoric burst right from the start and just straight up uses his collapsing star roaring cannon on King Piccolo, Boros is losing because in terms of speed, King Piccolo has a huge advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I have returned.
Okay.
We're watching long
That was saying,
We're watching long takes.
Oh, I was about to continue explaining about the chain scale and shit like that. But okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start now.
as I was saying as well, that they're not even fast. That the onepunchman, they're not even faster than light by the time of King Boros. Man, I can't believe we have power scaling stuff like this. Even though I have to do more than I have to worry about that. Okay.
I mean, to be honest with you, if we take the Garo's speed meta of being 4 times faster than light, then Boros is very well into the faster than light plus speed. I do take Monster Garo's faster than light, 4 times faster than light speed meta as a true because the fight with the Platinum S is very fast. So I do take that at face value. And going with that, Boros is vastly faster than anyone in the One Punch Man aside from Cosmic Taro.
Okay.
And of
We'll
course,
see about the rest of the video. Anyway, we'll see the rest of the video. I have to still worry about that hack that's stalking me or something. Yeah, let's go.
other most powerful unique anime alien squads, the Dark Matter Thieves, led by Boros from One Punch Man. If instead of the S-Class heroes and Caped Baldy, what if the heroic Ginyu Force had to protect the Earth from the strongest aliens in the One Punch Man universe? Would they lose to Boros and his minions, or would Guldo be enough? Let's get into it. If you like this kind of stuff,
what were you saying, Jazzy?
Isn't Boros planetary?
I mean, if you think he's planetary, that's fine. But I personally think he's star level. There's a lot of good evidence that he's in his strongest blast is star level, which should make him, at that level.
Okay, then yeah, he'd be a really good fight for the Ginyu Force. Now I got the Ginyu Force at multi-star level.
Yeah, I'm gonna join to the browser because I'm starting to lag a lot, so I'm just gonna quit here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now I should. Okay, now it's
Make sure to like and subscribe. We are so close.
Yep, the lag is over now. Okay, now let's see. I'm just gonna continue the video.
Close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. We can absolutely do it by the end of the year, but only with your help. With that being said, let's jump right in. So to begin, let's cover each of the members of the Ginyu Force, what they bring to the table, and what makes each of them unique. As a baseline, it's established that the Ginyu Force are essentially the strongest known beings in the universe during the reign of Frieza, aside from Frieza and his father, King Cold. While of course there were ancient sealed away threats like Buu, Beerus, or Moro, who were infinitely more powerful, they were not active or known during this time. As we are told, the Ginyu Force are essentially 1 in a trillion genetic mutations within their own individual.
Wait, what? He's probably a naturally gifted fighter who, like us.
He's probably a naturally gifted fighter who, like
This
us,
doesn't-
came about from some kind of mutation. Okay, and the mutations
this-
though actually
this-
more refers like
This
some of
doesn't
their
necessarily.
special
I mean,
abilities.
anyway.
For
this-
example, Berter has speed, Goldo can stop time, and yeah,
That's
Ginyu
what I mean
can
by
just move his body.
mutations is that when it comes to that specific race, they're just way better at that shit. It's like
I mean,
Frieza.
yeah.
Species.
Yeah,
This
Frieza-
explains why
Frieza is a mutation.
Yeah, Frieza is 100% a mutation. His power level is due to his own mutation. But yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, just a second, bro. I'm still having some issues. Just a second, I'm still having some issues. Okay, this is gonna be a pain in the ass because I can't seem to talk and share the screen at the same time. Oh,
they're
well.
so powerful compared to most of the other fighters, despite the fact that they never really train. Guidebooks, as well as the events of the Namek arc, explain that while conquering planets, Frieza is constantly offering job opportunities to the most powerful warriors on given planets, which is what made his army so strong, with the Ginyu Force being the pinnacle of this power hierarchy by a wide margin, given how much stronger they are than the likes of
I mean, yeah, the Ginyu
Did you
Force
say
is
anything?
considered one of the strongest people there is, even within Frieza's army, compared to like Zarba and the Doria.
Yeah.
Zarbon and Dodoria. Speaking of strength, how actually strong are the members of the Ginyu Force? Well, despite all having scouters and being around during the era of power levels, only Captain Ginyu himself has a reliably confirmed power level, being 120,000. We know for a fact that Goldo is by far the weakest member, with Krillin at a 13,000 power level, considering Goldo to be far weaker than himself. Though with his psychic abilities and time stop, he can compensate for this lack of power and be a threat to characters far stronger than himself. Guidebooks like the Daizenshu go on to tell us that Recoome, Jace, and Berter are all roughly in the same ballpark of strength. As a baseline, we know that they are initially capable of casually thrashing the likes of Vegeta with a 30,000 power level, while being substantially below base Goku's, at the time, estimated 60,000 power level. While its status as an official guide is insanely dubious, El Manga Legendario does reiterate this fact and estimates that all three sit somewhere between 40 and 50,000. Personally, I would rank them as Recoome being the weakest, followed by Jace, and then Berter being the strongest aside from Ginyu himself. As we see in the anime, and as stated in the Daizenshu, Recoome holds back a lot in comparison to the other members, while
Wait, what?
First of all, he has to prove that actually that this like tiering is true. Yes, we agree that Ginyu is the strongest, but Jace and Berter, maybe they are around the same level. As for Recoome, I think he's stronger than the both of them. Like, what's going on here? He has to actually prove it. I think their own power levels are actually given within the guidebooks. If he can't say that they are dubious or something, he has to prove that as well.
Yeah.
in fights. Meanwhile, Jace and Berter are literally
Daizenshu, I proved that they're on the same level.
I mean, aside from Goldo, which within the manga is he literally Vegeta, I think literally said that issue within when it comes to power and speed, but he is a threat when it comes to his ability of stopping time. Jason Butter.
Yeah, by the way, we can't hear you very well. We can't hear you very well.
Let me just. How about now?
No, I think it's still like very low.
Ah, shit.
But
Okay,
speaking
okay,
of which,
okay. You should be able to hear me now. The mic was
yeah, it's
changed
better
again.
now.
Anyway, as I was
Yeah, it's
saying,
better now.
aside from Dildo, who Vegeta himself stated is not that good when it comes to strength and speed, but his ability is dangerous, which is the ability to stop time. Aside from him, I think Rikum, Burder, Jace, and the other guy, actually these three should be equal, like around the same level, which will make more sense.
Yeah.
And Captain
Oh, by the
Ginyu
way.
being the strongest.
Yeah, but by the way, even a mistake here, Long's made a mistake here. The thing is that Goku, he said Goku's power level is around 60,000, but no, his power level is like 90,000 when he arrived on Namek. It's just that Ginyu estimated that his power level is 60,000 before he met him, of course. The guy looks actually does confirm on it's 90,000 when he first arrived at Namek.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he still has to prove a lot. So yeah, I think Longset still has a lot to prove.
That exactly.
By the way,
Exactly.
even the sickle says Rakum has a power level of 50k, Jace is 42k, and Perter is 45k. That's their power level.
50k, then yeah, this much makes more sense because Goku had a power level of 90,000 and he was able to one-shot.
Tag team partners, with Birder having the claim of being the fastest in the universe that isn't contended or contested by any of the members of the Ginyu Force. While none of the members
I do find that confusing because we know for a fact that Ginyu is faster than Bertha, which could technically be a pride thing that he's just letting him spout nonsense, I think. But yeah.
Not to mention, he says Vegeta is about 1/6 of Ginyu. So are we including Great Ape Vegeta
matter of fact, wasn't Jace like keeping up with Bertha's speed when they were trying to attack Goku?
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, this can be just an ego thing. Like he's just really egoistic when it comes to his fucking speed.
of the Ginyu Force personally have feats of blowing up planets or anything like that, understanding their range of power level.
You don't need to need a definitive feat by them when we know for a fact that they can fucking beat the shit out of Vegeta, who can one-shot a fucking planet alongside its moon, which alone is dwarf star level, even though I'm heavily fucking lowballing that shit.
Yeah, also this is like before Great Ape.
I mean, if you look at the screen, he's saying that Vegeta is about 1/6 of Ginyu, which is not true at all. I think he's not, adding the fact that power levels are not linear within Dragon Ball. But yeah, sure. Even then, being 1/6 of someone.
I'm putting the question. Yeah, that's what I'm putting the question. Is he talking about Saiyan Saga Vegeta, and is he like including Great Ape or outside of Great Ape? Because if it's including Great Ape, actually, like power levels wise, Vegeta should be stronger than the Ginyu Force.
I'm not saying that Vegeta can't beat the Ginyu Force in his Zaru form. I'm just saying that Vegeta literally fears the Ginyu Force in his base form at the very least. So going with that, he's not doing shit to any of the Ginyu Force except Dodo, I guess, and they should obviously scale above them.
Yeah, true.
He's a destroying planet, Vegeta
hold on.
Star level. I mean, I don't care about his opinion because I already said, matter of fact, Vegeta was literally able to tank a spirit bomb that was the equivalent of a small supernova, which already puts him around small star to baseline star level. Do keep in mind he was able to tank that. At his absolute weakest, because he was literally beaten as much as Goku was. So yeah, meaning Vegeta at his weakest is fucking star level.
Yeah. We can actually, let's go on and see what he has to say.
Levels lets us pretty easily extrapolate off of weaker characters. For example, if you wanted to hardball the Dragon Ball verse and use Piccolo blowing up the moon with a power level of roughly 400 as a moon level baseline.
The fuck does he mean hardball? I think he means like using King Piccolo, Piccolo as a baseline for moon level buster. Even though that's fucking large planetary, because how violently he destroys the moon.
Yeah. Not to
And for the
mention that
entire
not to mention like the moon speed itself is like complete vaporization.
I'm not gonna say it's vaporization because we do see the debris, so I'm just gonna say it's pulverization rather than vaporization. But still, it should be large planetary.
Okay.
First, this would make all of the members easily planet busters. More realistically, almost every feat of planetary destruction we see during this era in the manga or anime creates such a massive violent explosion that it usually exceeds the baseline power needed to destroy it by a large margin, making all of
I mean, he literally just said it himself that it's more than just what they do. So like destroying the moon, it wasn't normally just moon level, it was way more than that due to how violently it was destroyed. And going by simple power levels, even Goldo should be in the dwarf star levels of power.
the members of the Ginyu Force more realistically large planetary in power, but they would still be inferior to the dwarf star level.
Yeah, this is where he fucked up. He's assuming that since Vegeta is Frieza is stronger than them, and since he blew up the moon with his one finger, they should automatically be weaker than him. It is presupposing that Captain Ginyu and the others can destroy planet Vegeta.
Yeah, it's actually a presupposing, but not presupposing as well. He already showed the picture of King Vegeta blowing up 3 planets with his hand. And it's a casual thing.
I mean, if he wants to be biased and say that since Frieza is the one who destroyed planet Vegeta and Ginyu Force should be weaker than him, then we can just fucking scale Bardock stronger than them because, Frieza needed to use that much fucking power to kill Bardock since he was a nuisance to him. And he, needed that much power to fucking overpower Bardock. So that's a huge assumption. But again, it's fucking stupid if we go use his logic of, assertions and stuff.
Yeah, that's presupposing a lot of. Wait, Egotistical said that the debunking by the guy that says the power level 10,000 can destroy any planet. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, technically the power level 10,000 can destroy a planet, but I think any planet. But yeah, still.
It didn't say any planet. It said that at a single planet, meaning a baseline planet. And inversely within Dragon Ball, a baseline planet is what do you call that? At least planet Vegeta. A baseline planet is at least planet Vegeta, I guess. Because within Dragon Ball, planet Earth, our Earth, is literally called a small planet. So if we could use inverse logic here, planet Vegeta should be considered a baseline planet.
Yeah.
Who wins? Goku from Dragon Ball Heroes, Power of Universe 3 versus God Emperor Doom? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. God Emperor Doom is not even doing shit to canon Goku, like Dragon Ball Super Goku. Dragon Ball Super Heroes Goku is not canon. Is not canon to the main timeline Goku, because even if you consider him canon, I don't care because I don't consider him canon. The point is, even canon Goku will beat the shit out of God Emperor Doom.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, in my opinion, 3 Goku is can defeat God Emperor Doom.
Okay, I actually take that back. I made a wrong characterization here. I thought he was talking about Doom guy. My bad. Okay, I just looked it up.
No.
God Emperor Doom might actually beat Canon Goku. He's one of the broken characters within Marvel, so he might actually beat Ken Goku.
Let's continue.
Anyway, Jay, I don't know anything about John Rod, nor there is enough information to say he can beat anyone right now. So I'm not going to say anything on this. Anyway, I'm going to continue.
Output of Frieza in his first form. Now, aside from power, the Ginyu Force doesn't have too many extra abilities, with Raccoon, Jason Birder really just getting by on being monstrously strong and fast compared to 99% of the known universe at the time.
I mean, that's the whole point of Dragon Ball, because if you're just more powerful than your opponent, you can just fucking use your brute strength to defeat them. That's usually the case. Originally, you know, they don't need to like use excessive abilities and stuff if you're just way stronger than your opponent. I said excessive, I meant like extra abilities, sorry.
Guldo, of course, can stop time and manipulate things with psychic abilities, but aside from that, the only other major power is Ginyu's capacity to take the bodies of other fighters with his body change power. Now, this ability is insanely broken, especially because it works on characters stronger than himself, which is essentially how he got so powerful, stealing the bodies of increasingly powerful warriors until he settled on the body.
Yeah, about it working on stronger opponents, I don't think that's necessarily the case, considering Goku was literally caught off guard. And when he used this shit on the other guy in Dragon Ball Super, he was also caught off guard. And we know for a fact that when a person in Dragon Ball is off guard, they're not at their full fucking power. Like, they're completely weak when it comes to that. So
yeah, that's actually like a little bit speculative, but I'm not sure if the body change can work on like those who are like stronger than you or not. I would go on like a tangent, like to grant devil's advocate and say, okay, it can work on those stronger than you, but because I don't think there's enough evidence that it does not. So I have to like play devil's advocate here from it just for context.
Yeah.
That he has today. Regardless, will this be enough to take on the Dark Matter Thieves?
The fact that people use, I mean, the fact that he is going over how, you know, ending the scaling of Ginyu Force here is fucking diabolical, considering you can also upscale them using Frieza's surviving the destruction of planet Namek. You can argue that Frieza was at his weakest here and probably weaker than his first form, which automatically
Now, just like Frieza's army, there is a gargantuan disparity in power between the aliens in the Dark Matter Thieves, with all but 4 essentially having no scaling, with the strongest, of course, being Boros himself, followed by his 3 strongest warriors of Garyu Ganshoop, Gloribus, and Melz. Dude, what the fuck are these names, man? Melzagard. As a baseline.
What?
Click the gen chat in my server real quick.
Your server? Okay. What the fuck?
What the fuck, bro?
Anyway, sorry guys, we just ran into an internal issue again. But don't worry, it's a funny one this time. But anyway, let's actually just continue this video for now. Also, Egotistical said he is so biased, just see what BS he said that going to say next, especially Boros' speed. Yeah, actually, let's go to this one. I actually want to know how he's gonna scale Boros.
Yeah, let's just first complete this entire stream. we're gonna go over curator later.
Yeah.
And for their strength, all of them are denoted as being dragon level threats, the second highest tier of power within the threat level systems beside god level threats. Though specifically in Boros' case, this may be due to the lack of info on the hero associations part, because as we'll get to, Boros by definition would be a god tier threat. Unfortunately,
This is a fact. This is a fact. Boros is indeed a god tier threat, and since the associations don't have enough knowledge on Boros, they just cannot identify, put
Yeah, they put not like
tier on them.
Unfortunately, as dragon level is such a massive range, just like how special grade is in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's hard to really set a confident baseline of power for these aliens. Still though, they should all be
I do want to point out that within One Punch Man, those tiers are not necessarily based on power. Sometimes a monster can cause a lot of damage over time and can be considered a dragon level threat.
more impressive than demon level
Yeah.
threats like Beefcake. While Beefcake was actually a dragon level threat, according to one, he would have had to have caused more damage to receive the dragon level up.
See, that's what I meant. The hero association within One Punch Man usually determines a monster's tier of power once they cause enough destruction. Like, let's say a character is at best like fucking building level, and if he continues to destroy a lot of buildings, eventually the entire city, he will be considered a dragon level threat.
Grade by the association. This is still impressive given that Beefcake could create city-level craters with a barrage of punches, and this wasn't enough for him to be upgraded by Dragon instantly, or at least posthumously. Of course, there are far more impressive feats from Dragon-level threats, but again, without other scaling, it's impossible to say that the aliens get this high. Gloribus has no feats, leaving just Melzagard and Garyu Ganshoop.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking say his name. The green dude can technically be scaled to like above every S-class heroes, considering he's the third strongest person within the pirate. Okay, what the fuck? Dark Matters. He's technically the third strongest character within the Dark Matter pirates. So yeah, you can just say that he's stronger than the monster that S-class was already fighting.
Melzagard is also relatively weak, all things considered.
I mean, facing Saitama automatically removes every type of fucking feat because, yeah, you just get fucking one punched.
While he does boast infinite regeneration and fought a handful of S-class heroes, not only have all of these heroes gotten massively stronger since this fight, but we see that he can still be damaged by even A-class heroes, and once they found his weakness, he was easily defeated. Now, Garyu
You know what? Never mind.
Ganshoop is an interesting case, as both Murata and guidebooks refer to him as the strongest telekinetic in the universe, being able to do things not even Tatsumaki can, like throwing objects at near light speed. Now, assuming these statements aren't made as a joke, and saying he really is the strongest Esper in the verse, while ignoring all other pieces of context, he would just upscale off of Tatsumaki's later feats of overpowering Psycho Sorochi, which may push him into that small planetary tier of power. There is also a very, 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 very low chance that he would be capable of.
Yeah.
Okay, step right there. Isn't it also more parsimonious to say that Tatsumaki just got stronger later? Even if we say he is the strongest Esper in the universe?
I don't think Tatsumaki later got stronger, because there's a conversation about Tatsumaki, Murata talking about how Tatsumaki, doesn't usually use it for power. There was also another conversation about how even Monster King Orochi will give trouble to Tatsumaki. We can call this a retcon, but again, we know for a fact that just a fucking splash, how do I say that, mush of Monster King Orochi was doing far better than anyone against Tatsumaki. So that should automatically prove that a full power Monster Orochi should actually be stronger than Tatsumaki, given how Murata actually said that.
making black holes. So even Murata thinks this lies outside of Garyu Ganchup's capabilities, and he would ask one if this is true. Unfortunately, we never got an update on this. Finally, we reach...
I mean, we technically did get an update on this. That statement was probably made when the manga was, the anime didn't came out. I'm pretty sure that statement came way before the anime. And within the anime, the Esper literally compares his power to a black hole. So he technically can be considered to that level.
Boros, who would frankly just one-shot all of his own minions, as his entire narrative is that he's never found a worthy opponent. Due to the fact his only opponent is Saitama, for Boros' scaling, we mostly have to go off of what is said about him rather than what he's shown. Still, feats-wise, even as a baseline, just by kicking Saitama to the moon at the speeds he did, we already comfortably have continental...
What the? You know what? Let's just let it come.
PSBW. Is he using PSBW? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, it is BSBW, but what I'm asking him is why the fuck did he show the Esper being small planetary before, and now he's showing continental level? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I want to know as well.
AP for his basic attacks. Ignoring Tatsumaki and Orochi scaling for the moment, Boros would still inherently scale over the feats that they do, given the litany of statements that at least his strongest attack of the collapsing star roaring cannon is a planetary attack. Now, given the name of the attack, it's not surprising that this move has also been translated as a star busting attack, and
yeah, this is where I'm gonna stop. Like, for there's a difference between the name and the actual power, actual comparison. Now, if you actually translate, get the actual original Japanese version, the kanji used after the obliteration is called Hoshi. Hoshi is naturally used for a star. I know a lot of people like to say that Hoshi can also mean a planet, but it's usually and more commonly used for a star. And if you actually
but we still have to.
If you actually pay attention to Saitama and Boros fights, release Boros alone was doing way better than the initial version of Cosmic Garo. Like, way better. Saitama wasn't even taking the initial version of Cosmic Garo seriously, while clashing with release Boros just once already gave him, an idea that Boros is actually fucking strong. Like, that's how different Boros was.
Yeah. Also, again, that's also very questionable. We still have to understand, does it actually say star or does it actually say planet? Because again, Hoshi can be either planet or star depending on the context. That's why it has to be contextualized.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be contextualized, but the issue is he previously showed this scan. I'm gonna show you. He previously showed this scan, right? Oh shit.
feats will comfortably have come at the moment. Boros, at least his strongest attack of the collapsing star roaring cannon is a planet.
So he showed this scan, the first one. So he showed this scan, the first one. Boros is the leader of dark matter, the pirate band and stuff. It all. If you see the first scan, it shows you the introduction to Boros. It already tells you that Boros has enough energy to destroy entire planets. But and it's do note that it's specifically talking about Boros in general here.
Legitimate, it may or may.
And this scan is from the same page. And here it's specifically talking about the collapsing star roaring cannon. So if you pay attention, one is talking about specifically about Boros, and the other is specifically talking about the attack, which should if it's not obvious, make the attack actually star level.
Okay, cool.
Not be, and we'll just accept it as.
If you want, I can actually show you the actual scan.
Such for the sake of argument. Boros has immense regenerative capabilities, able to repeatedly regrow parts of his body and almost his entire body, which allowed him to.
Not gonna lie, this regeneration is way better than fucking anything I have seen within One Punch Man so far.
Yeah, I think it's on the same level as Majin Buu's regeneration. Almost.
Almost, but I'm still like waiting for someone to surpass this level of regeneration.
Survive punches from Saitama, which few other characters have done. Still, will this allow him to find a satisfying opponent in the Ginyu Force? So starting with the dark matter thieves outside of Boros, they're getting absolutely obliterated by a single attack from any member of the Ginyu Force. At the absolute high end, when ignoring pretty much all other information in authorial intent, you can maybe get the likes of Gurien Ganshoop and Gloribus to that small planetary tier based off of being stronger than Tatsumaki, and even then it would probably be less powerful than even Goldo. I think the psychic clash between Garyu Ganshoop and Goldo might be fire, but unironically, momentarily stunning Krillin on Namek is a better feat than anything Garyu Ganshoop has.
I mean, he's not wrong, because he's like stopping a way stronger fighter than himself.
Yeah, especially with telekinesis. And you see, telekinesis basically works that you can stop the. Sorry, telekinesis actually does skill with the user in Dragon Ball. The fact that the Goldo is still able to stop someone stronger than himself is already a feat in its own way.
Aside from the hypothetical black hole scaling, which I don't think is legitimate. Boros.
Even then, the black hole needs to be specified. I did not mention this before, but it needs to be specified. Like, what level of black hole are we talking about? For all we know, we can just be talking about a baseline planetary black hole or just a fucking small moon level black hole. Because black hole comes in different sizes. Some are at best fucking planet level, some are galaxy level, some are like, there are a lot of black holes.
Yeah, but we're gonna go like on a. Let's just say,
though, is another question entirely, and it's a
black hole for the sake of the argument.
Fascinating instance where a character
or lower.
Yeah.
Can exceed their opponent's power by a massive.
No, he fucking doesn't, but sure. I mean, going by your own scaling, you said Boros at best is fucking planetary, and you already also admitted the fact that destroying something within Dragon Ball when a character destroys a planet is on a much different level than what's being shown, which you already admitted. So yeah, that should already mean that every character here is stronger than Boros, even in his meteoric burst.
Degree, but that level of power is so conditional and temporary that it doesn't really matter. So
yeah, like this is something egoistical, said to me, that since that is like a one-way move, it shouldn't really be brought up. But I'm not saying that he can spam that. I'm just saying that after all the entire fight with with Saitama, he still had enough power to destroy the planet, and Saitama had to resort to his serious punch, which does imply that it was way more powerful than it should have been. Meaning, Boros should be way stronger than that.
At its highest end, the collapsing star roaring cannon is absolutely stronger than even Ginyu himself by a pretty
Not really, but sure.
large margin, if it lands on any of the.
Okay, first of all, stop right there. First of all, no, it's not. If it is, he actually has to prove that. From just the feats alone, we can see that they have already reached a large planetary state way earlier on, just by the moon feat on its own. Okay, then you can go multiply by that, and considering how power levels are not like linear in any kind of way, and even Spirit of Holy is linear, the Ginyu's AP should be like large star level by now.
Realistically, he's even way stronger, but yeah.
Members of the Ginyu Force, they are dead. The issue, though, is that
I'm just going on a low ball here.
I know. I am just saying, he even with going with that, he still should be stronger. because if you actually start to like use the non-linear power level system, which I explained on my own channel, that is, if someone is 2 times stronger than you in Dragon Ball, he's probably 1,000 times stronger than you, which does make sense considering power levels within Dragon Ball are not linear. And Kid Goku with a power level of 10 was like 1,000 times more powerful than the farmer who has a power level of 5. Which doesn't make sense that someone 2 times stronger than you is 1,000 times stronger than you. And if we use that metric system, then Vegeta alone in the Saiyan Saga is solar system level.
By the way, Egotistical said, well, not the black hole size, but mass since black hole is virtually 0. Yeah, it depends on the black hole mass. Oh, by the way, Divine,
outside of the cannon, which is an attack that unleashes all of Boros.
What did you say?
Divine, you wanted to say something? Divine, you wanted to say something?
Pretty large.
I didn't want to say anything. I thought you did want to.
No, not you. I'm saying God Divine. Divinity, do you want to say anything?
Oh, okay. Why the fuck am I stuttering so much?
Okay, we can continue then, I guess.
Large margin. If it lands on any of the members of the Ginyu Force, they are dead. The issue, though, is that outside of the cannon, which is an attack that unleashes all of Boros' energy...
Yeah, before anyone starts to say shit like, man, it was just going to destroy the surface of the planet, so it's not even fucking moon level. Shut the fuck up. This is a fucking mistranslation. The actual fucking Japanese doesn't even say that. All it... if you actually watch the anime and know what in the anime Boros says, that he's going to destroy you and alongside with the planet, that's exactly what is said in the manga version as well. This is a fucking mistranslation, and I genuinely want people to stop using this.
And leave him drained afterwards is that the members are all massively stronger than him. Aside from Rikum, who does hold back to a detrimental degree.
I mean, the fact that he's not even mentioning the speed difference is just fucking wild.
The other members would have zero issue immediately going for the kill on Boros, especially before he transforms into his stronger stages that massively increase his power. And again, even if he does hypothetically fire off that attack, that doesn't guarantee he even lands it, because realistically, Boros is only a few times faster than light.
Okay, never mind, he's mentioning speed.
Off of feats of likely slower characters. Meanwhile, the Ginyu Force are pretty easily orders of magnitude faster. Unironically, Boros' best win condition is pulling a Frieza and blowing up the planet like he said he was going to do against Saitama, and hoping that none of the members of the Ginyu Force can breathe in space. Realistically though, he's never getting a chance when he gets hit point blank by multiple large planet-busting attacks at the same time, and then gets posed on. So yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, first of all, massively faster than light Boros. Okay, I can accept that he's faster than light for like light speed, but the Ginyu Force are already way faster than light. Already way faster than that, because like they already like upscale from Kid Goku dodging solar flare. From there you can go that from there you can go to that tangent, and you can go to that and like upscale him way more and way higher.
What is this?
Not to mention like what was I about to say? Yeah, you were saying?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, say.
You've been pausing this video around and debating different points from it, but what's the main point of the video? Like, what is actually trying to prove?
I did not understand. What do you mean?
I mean, what's the video about? Like, you guys are debating.
Oh, we're not debating. We were just, I'm actually live right now. We were just watching long takes video and just watching it and reacting to it. Like,
and what's the video about?
Yeah, it
What's
was
the video
basically
about?
the video was basically about the Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball versus Boros from One Punch Man, and we were just watching the video of his opinion on what he thinks.
Dragon Ball Boros versus what?
Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball and versus Boros from One Punch Man.
So you guys think Boros could beat the Ginyu Force, or you guys against it?
Oh
No. We are saying that that the Ginyu Force will win, but we're just not agreeing with how Lux killed them.
Like together as a team,
Okay, let me
or
just
a single individual of us.
let me just clarify. Basically, the video is about two different teams. There is Ginyu Force and there is Dark Matter Thief. And basically, Long Takes, the guy whose video we were watching, was comparing. And we were just simply reacting to him. Now, we already, just as Max told you that we already believe that Ginyu Force will destroy the Boros team, we were just watching his take, like what does he think and how does he scale each individual within his own video. Yeah,
Reviewing the video, okay?
yeah.
Your concern.
So we
By
were
the
just,
way, can I know your opinion for something, some debate matter? Can I know your opinion from versus debating better?
again, we were not debating. He said that basically Ginyu Force will win, and if we,
I'm just asking, can I know your opinion for some I mean, battle? I'm just asking, can I know your opinion? Like, what do you guys think about, like, can Jinho beat Goku? Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually kind
Jin,
of can't understand you. You kind of need to speak a little louder or clear. It's kind of bad, but I think you meant Ben 10 versus Goku, right?
Yeah, I think
no,
so, right?
I mean Jinho versus Goku. Jinho, Song Jinho,
Oh, okay, Sung Jinwoo.
Song Jinho.
I mean, Sung Jinwoo has
Uh-huh.
low multiversal scaling from what I remember within his Ragnarok continuation. Some people even scale him to complex multiversal, low complex multiversal. So if we talk about a specific version of Goku, then he can beat some versions of Goku. Let's just say Namek version and Cell Saga. He can beat those versions of
Yeah.
Goku.
My
But any
like
version
my
of Goku
friend,
after that, yeah, he's not doing shit.
no, like some of my friends think Jinho has better feats than Goku, and they're always getting argument, and that Jinho can beat Goku, like he is beyond space, time, even date concept, like blah.
Yeah, I have seen those people. A lot of people do say that, and they like take
But
some of the
I
statements
vote
at face value.
very glazing. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They glaze a lot. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every fandom, including Dragon Ball fandom, has this issue. They do glaze a lot of glaze Goku a lot, but I'm not gonna say that that every fandom I don't glaze in myself. Just saying that when you glaze a character, you also need to provide actual evidence. They may scale even if they are glazing the fuck out of Sung Jinwoo, they will need to prove how and what feats are they talking about in general. Now, mainly for both Goku, Naruto, Bleach, whatever you want to talk about, a lot of people do take some of the statements at face value, like at the absolute face
Like they
value.
always bring up metaphorical statement or vague dialogue, and they use those scale to bring Jinho beyond time and low. Like they always
But
use
first of all,
metaphoric statement.
let's just like continue first of all about Lux. I think we should like finish him first because I also like need to leave because I still have because I have stuff to do after that. But first of all, in regards to then we can
Okay.
talk about something. In regards to like Longs, I just want to mention that first of all, when he said that the Ginyu Force have no AP that could actually like match the collapsing star cannon, but that's only assuming because he thinks that the Ginyu Force's AP only and their own defensive capability and their tanking capability only stops at like planet level. But they've been planet level way before that if we actually do the math correctly. So yeah, that's something I disagree with Longs about. They've been like star. You can actually get them to star level like way early on if you like make the calculations correctly, like how Red X have already talked about in his own channel. But moving on beyond that, in terms of speed, I do accept, and I can't accept that Boros is faster than light to light speed, like from light speed to faster than light. But if he's massively no, I don't think that this is the case. I still think the Ginyu Force.
When I said it's arguable, I was talking about the calculation. Now, obviously, using calculation, pixel scaling for calculation is very fucking dumb, and you shouldn't use pixel scaling for speed because now for attack potency and destructive capability, you can use pixel scaling, and it's even much better to use for them than speed. But anyway, there's a new calculation for Flashy Flash. Who got his speed up to 28 times faster than light. Now there's a new calculation for that, right? And if we use him as a baseline, Monster Garo would be twice as faster than that, which will make him 48 times faster than light. And you can just now stack up the speed up to meteoric burst form, which who can actually arguably use, reach massively faster than light, which obviously is a huge fucking stretch because in my opinion, realistically, Flashy Flash at best is light speed. When he was fighting Monster Garo. That's what I think. Obviously, he may have become way faster after that, but at the time, he's not. No one realistically, aside from Monster Garo and Saitama, are massively faster than light.
Yeah. So that's actually like all we want to talk about. Like for me,
Who wins Phoenix Force full power versus Dark Shenron? I think you are talking about Phoenix Force from the Marvel. Yeah, Dark Shenron absolutely slams the fuck out of them.
Dark Shenron?
Dark Shenron from Dragon Ball Super Heroes. Sorry, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Super Dragon Ball Heroes has a way different scaling than Canon Goku. Like their baseline now to
Wait, isn't Dark Shenron? Are we talking Dark Shenron from Dragon Ball Heroes or Dark Shenron from Dragon Ball GT? Because it depends. If it's from Dragon Ball Heroes, he mauled you off. If it's from GT, I don't think so.
No, even Canon Goku would beat the shit out of Dark Shenron if we're talking about Dragon Ball GT, of course. But if you're talking just like Tanjiro Kamado here said from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Phoenix Force ain't doing shit.
Yeah, they're not doing shit, especially since these guys can manipulate basic miracle.
So Tanjiro,
I don't see anything.
Okay, so within the YouTube chat, Tanjiro said that he scales DC to 780, which actually is a really great skill for starters if you're like starting. But personally, I think both Dragon Ball, DC, Marvel, and other verses such as what was his name? I keep fucking forgetting. Are basically like Outerversal. Now, obviously, I don't scale them on my main channel to Outerversal is because one, I can't defend them if someone starts having a problem and wants to like decorate their fucking universe. But if I just go simply with normal scaling like 60, 70, 80 like that. Anyway, he said who wins? Gohan Beast Form versus Apocalypse. I'm gonna be honest with you. Apocalypse from Marvel Comics is a joke compared to anyone in Dragon Ball Super.
They can actually like completely disintegrate him, if I'm being honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
But enough about power scaling for now. I think we should actually address the biggest elephant in the room. Jazzy, in your own in the server, he says disrespecting religion. The Quran affirms the Torah as a valid. Oh, sorry, no, not this one. He says that cat is God and everything else. Stop revising facts.
Now that you mention it, I want to show everyone what the fuck Curator said.
Yeah. Sorry, by the way, that we had to crash the stream about this thing. But I think this is something that we should also talk about. It has been a while since this guy has been coming at us.
I just want to tell Curator, if he's fucking spying on this stream right now, explain this to me. What the fuck is this? Please elaborate. When you said that you don't think that Cass is God, and is the fucking embodiment, and you never stated that. Please elaborate. What the fuck is this? Like,
he says
what are we
this, by the
seeing
way,
right
in
now?
2026.
Yeah,
The
this is the
29th
latest
of
fucking screenshot.
July.
Like you said this in 2026, bro. Explain this to us. What the fuck do you
In
mean,
the 29th of
Scott?
April. And what does he mean by stop revising facts when it is about this thing? Could you please elaborate kindly? Also, when you say disrespecting religion, the Quran affirms the Torah as valid, so it's just disrespecting two religions. Could you please actually explain what this means? Because as a Muslim myself, we don't actually believe in the Torah. The thing is, when it says about the Torah in the Quran, it talks about the Torah that was given to Moses. In our belief, we don't believe that the current Torah is the same Torah that was given to Moses. And this is not me disrespecting other people's religion, but this is actually true. But that's what we believe it, because we believe that even historically and archaeologically speaking, the Dead Sea Scroll, which is the oldest manuscript of the Torah, was dated to 1,000 years after Moses, 1,000 years after the time of Moses. So could you please explain to me what do you mean by that? Are you trying to revise my religion or teach me my own religion? Something, by the way, that every single school of thought in Islam says that we don't believe in the Torah. Only the Torah was given to Moses, which was already lost. Current Torah is not the same. Could you please elaborate on that?
Bro, he's generally fucking the mind, and I want to punch him in the face for the shit he's doing.
Also, could you please elaborate on the part that says as blessed? Can you please elaborate on that kindly?
Red,
are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Just a second. I'm gonna join using actual Discord because since we're not watching the video anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. What the fuck? Why can't I hear anything? Yo, can you all hear me? What the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I'm back and I'm actually sharing what was this curator's fucking server right now on my stream.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, it's backroom
What's
script
up, you
there.
doing?
I guess it. Yo, Jesse, I'm actually sharing the curator server on my fucking stream right now.
This shit is so corny, bro.
What the fuck does he mean? Where's my fucking money? What the fuck is he talking? Like,
He's talking about somebody owes Matt money or some bullshit.
no, actually, he's just. This is so fucking corny that Matt. This is Matt actually.
LARP Raider. Goku is 2D.
God,
Goku is 250 Hiroshima.
God, King Meta, Matt Meta. What the fuck kind of name is that? Definitely not Matt Meta. My name is Matthias Metaphysical.
He's so corny.
Yeah, I just got back. Sorry for leaving. I just had something to do. By the way, speaking of which, I will repeat myself again. Reddit, could you present the screenshots we have right now? Could you please do that?
I am going to show them, but I'm literally within the server right
the
now.
funniest thing is, right? The funniest thing.
Oh yeah.
Curator literally said in a post showing a screenshot that says he does not think Cass is God. 2026, he says Cass is God. What the fuck is the contradiction, bro?
No, hold on. It's April 29th, 2026. So can you please elaborate what does he mean to stop revising that?
Okay, this motherfucker said Cass is the Abrahamic gods and Jesus and any other god you want. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He said this on 29/26. I'm assuming he said this in
Cass is
April.
the ultimate form. What the fuck?
I'm sharing this on my stream. If you're watching my stream, you can actually see what the fuck he's saying right now.
I'm only in the Discord. But anyway, hold on. He says also disrespecting religion. The Quran affirms the Torah as valid, so it's just disrespecting two religions. Okay.
Okay. Wait. Book Room said that he means Cass is God or Cass is Jesus and Allah, right? And Curator does not fucking disagree with this. Like, he is not correcting him or anything. Meaning he does still fucking believe this shit in 2026.
Yo, more screenshots for the Curator files?
More screenshots for the Curator files. But hold on a moment. I think I have to address something here. Hold on. If you're still streaming on Discord and such, I will just send something in the chat. Hold on.
Let me tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm streaming Curator server.
Oh, okay. Also, on this image over here, he says the Quran affirms, I sent it already in the chat, he says the Quran affirms the Torah as valid, so it's just disrespecting two religions. No, it does not. First of all, let's actually understand something here. When the Quran says the Torah is valid, it's talking about the Torah that was given to Moses. In our religion, in Islam, and I'm not saying this to disrespect the Judeo-Christian religion or anything like that. I'm just saying that we don't believe that the current Torah we have is the actual Torah that was given to Moses. Since the earliest manuscript is of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is 1,000 years after Moses. And this is something that every Muslim, by the way, every Muslim person shares, and every Islamic scholar shares. And this is something, by the way, even introduced to us in the Quran, since it's actually telling us to woe to those who write the scripture with their own hand, warning us about the people who try to write the scripture with their own hand. Could you please elaborate on this? Because apparently he thinks he's gonna teach me my own religion.
I mean, I don't know why. This is only 3 points. I shared the screenshot of which had all of the points.
Yeah, remember, I'm apparently disrespecting religion.
Yeah, where's the screenshot?
It was in the Jazzy server. You didn't reply to that.
Hold on, I'm gonna go open YouTube to see if you what is it that you are like presenting right now.
Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna share it with you guys right now. Look in the chat,
Yeah.
in the VC's chat, general VC's chat.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the full version.
Yeah. This is the full version. So apparently, creator thinks he's gonna teach me my own religion. I mean, I'm not a professor or a scholar or anything like that. Yes, sure. But I still do know what exactly I, as a Muslim, believe and don't believe. So yeah, could you please not teach me something that I already know? Thank you very much.
No, what do you mean? Like, what are you asking? I didn't actually pay attention. Sorry about that. I actually didn't pay attention.
Okay, yeah. So he's saying here the Quran affirms the Torah as valid, so it's just disrespecting to religion. But here's the wrong thing that he said. The Torah, that in the Quran, is affirming only the Torah.
And now, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not into the religion stuff. That does not mean I'm not a fucking Muslim or anything. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to my history class that much. Didn't pay attention that much. But yeah, I don't know his point. I don't understand his point here. What does he mean that?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say.
I think
I'm
what
gonna
you're
say.
asking, and I think what you're asking is, what does he mean by that? The Quran affirms the Torah as valid, so it's just disrespecting two religions. That's, I think, what you're asking.
Yeah.
And
But hold on. So
what is
the thing
No,
is, the point
we are not gonna act like.
no, what's crazy?
Good.
What's crazy is that he's saying that. Let me just read the entire thing. Disrespecting religion. He's questioning that. He says no, explaining how the Kabbalah religion works, and that the Iron Soap, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is God plus everything else, and that's embodied in the comic as the cast. And this is not disrespecting religion. This is 101 disrespecting fucking religion.
I'm
Now,
gonna
also, it's other
explain.
now after
So I'm
that,
gonna explain. Hold on. So I'm gonna explain how these many different Bibles talk about very different religious gods embodies a fucking fictional character. What the fuck?
that's what he's doing.
Oh, that's
what he's doing.
disrespecting
Also,
religion by default.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. The part that he has the Quran affirms the Torah as valid, so it's just disrespecting two religions. First of all, that's wrong. And second, when he said Jali did not disrespect religion. And two, what does he mean by the Quran affirms the Torah? If
That's
he's
what I'm-
talking about the Quran when it says
This actually the
He
point.
also said this,
actually,
by the way.
wait. I want to say that this point makes absolutely no fucking sense and has no relevancy here, because he's talking about how he's not disrespecting religion, yet he brings in the Quran and talks about affirming Torah, which literally has no relation here, because we're talking about how he's comparing God to fucking Cass. That's what we're saying.
But again, still, it's the point that the Quran, if he's gonna teach me my religion, it doesn't affirm the Torah. It affirms the Torah that was given to Moses. The thing is, in our belief in Islam, and this is actually like done by many Muslim scholars, we don't believe that the current Torah we have is the actual Torah that was given to Moses. And I'm not saying it's like disrespect to other people's religion, but this is our belief. Is he really gonna teach me my belief? Really? Is he actually gonna teach me my religion? Yeah. And I'm not saying to disrespect anybody. And we're not saying it to disrespect anybody, but this is our belief as Muslims. This guy does not get to tell us what we believe and what we don't believe. Like, seriously. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Jazzy, I don't think we're hearing you very well, since I think your voice is very low.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yo, what's
Yeah.
also why is he denying that he didn't explain sex this community when there's literal screenshots of him talking about how the XX chromosomes and the XY chromosomes work. That's literally talking about sex.
So, yeah.
Look at this. Yeah, but he's literally talking about there are only two genders, and rare cases of men with female traits are females with male traits. All trans people only have one genome type, either male or female. Trans means you are a male with some female parts or female with male parts. What? Also, from what it looks like, he has the definition of trans people absolutely wrong because he's explaining a male or a female with an opposite sex part. No, that just means that that means that they're a hermaphrodite. That's no like what the fuck? A transgender is somebody who is part of that gender transitioning to the opposite gender. He's explaining extremely something different. Oh yeah, he's basically denying people transitioning to the other gender. This is by definition transphobia.
Which is like people's choice. I have nothing against that, but he's still looking at automating his own server. Same. Sorry.
And his argument for what I was saying is literally the average transphobic comment is how he keeps like transphobics like to explain like the sex parts, like the parts of like the sexual parts of a male and a woman when that's gender, that's borderline transphobic because sex is different from gender.
Also, just to be clear, I'm also just to be clear, by the way.
And he keeps saying that he supports like LGBT when not only is he denying the actual definition of what transgenderism is, he's also bringing up, like I said, sex in a server with minors in it.
Just to be clear. Also, can I just one more thing? Actually, like on Red X on this one, my position is basically like similar to Red X. I don't really care much what people do with their gender. That's entirely their choice. I want nothing to do with it, and I don't want to tell them what to do with their own lives. But I personally don't support it since, again, because of my religion. But the point here is that this guy, like clearly from the message itself, still says about gender and sex in front of minors in his own server and somehow denies it. Like this is like
this whole argument is borderline transphobic. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, seriously. Like this is denial at this point. Come on. I don't actually hate them.
Well, I know. I can tell. Yeah, I can tell for you because like that's just part of your religion. So like, yeah. At least as long as y'all don't, as long as you're not hating. Yeah, as long as you're not just like actually being homophobic.
Yeah, I'm
However,
not, like,
curator is literally downplaying like what the definition of a transgender is, and is denying the actual definition. He's explaining what's it called, a hermaphrodite, I think that's what it's called. Somebody with both parts.
Yes, it's a hermaphrodite. It's a
Yeah,
hermaphrodite.
he's explaining a hermaphrodite, not a transgender.
Yeah, but yeah, again, we have to make this clear. We're not like hating or anybody or anything like that. We don't like want to stop you from doing what you want. We just like don't. Me speaking for myself here, I don't like support it. That's it because of my religion, for personal reasons. So I'm not like against or anything like that. That's entirely your choice. It's your life. I don't want to tell you what to do. So yeah, to all the trans people out there, to all the gay people out there, I'm sorry. But yeah, still, he got the definition. Yeah, as Jazzy was saying, the entire definition of trans that he got is completely wrong. I think Jazzy will explain more on that. Since, yeah, he knows more than us. Sorry, she knows more than us.
Yeah, because a transgender is not what his definition is. A transgender is somebody of a specific gender transitioning to the opposite gender, regardless of what parts they have or not. They feel comfortable of the gender that they feel comfortable in. Like I said, what he's explaining is a hermaphrodite, and that is a way different definition.
Red, are you here?
Well, I think Red is here. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, again, I'm just saying our positions, and we have to clarify that for some reason for the third time, is we're not hating on anyone. We're just like don't support the movement because of our own religion. That's all. But still, that doesn't excuse this guy. So yeah. 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 My position is like that. I don't hate on anybody. I just don't support them. But yeah, again, as Jazzy was saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine he had to.
And the worst part is he keeps trying to defend himself by saying, oh yeah, I shut Matt's little rape threats down, so that means I don't condone it. But why is he still in your community?
Yeah, also,
if you don't condone it, and you know that this person. No, Matt literally told you, and Matt literally told him that he was going to keep that up. So if you know that person is going to make rape threats, and you know that person is going to keep doing that, then why are you still associated with him? Yeah, bro. Who the fuck was he? Who the fuck was he mass reporting? Hmm. Yeah.
You know, speaking of the court thing, I want to know what's gonna happen in the court case if it actually does happen. Like, how much money is he
Creator
gonna
been saying this shit for the longest time. You know he's not going to do that shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if he does have this, somehow he does grow some guts and actually does. I am interested a little bit in how much money is the court going to dry away from him and give it to you guys, like to drip to X.
I'm gonna need 10K max. Yeah, I would have to sue him for like 10. I would sell him for like 10K. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's worse is the curator keeps bragging. The curator keeps bragging about how I'm. What did he say? He said I'm taking the context out of the screenshots when the screenshots literally explain themselves, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's actually quite funny. I have never seen someone want to ruin their own life this much. Like, I said it once and I will say it again. I have never seen someone truly want to destroy their entire life this much. Nobody, by the way, mentioned his family. Just to be clear and to make it clear on stream, nobody mentioned his family or said anything.
I promise you, he's literally lying about his family being brought up into this.
Yeah, this is like way too low. Even
not all, when he was talking about death threats and all that, there was no screenshots or evidence provided that there was any death threats sent to his family. So it could be the most obvious that he's either lying or he's just stupid.
No.
Yeah, because he's a really, really good pathological liar.
And then we have people who still defend him. Wow.
Because not only has he lied about those. Oh my! He's threatening to fight me and my family. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Oh my!
I mean, God. I do feel violently angry at sometimes.
He's literally pulling a Chibi reviews, bro.
Yeah,
like the thing is, the difference is between him and Chibi reviews is that Chibi actually had death threats sent to him. Curator hasn't. So there's there's a difference, but you could tell where they're similar at. Because saying absolutely stupid shit and paying the consequences for it.
Yeah, by the way, we actually did show on the stream of Jazzy the so-called death threats he received. The comments, by the way, on YouTube, which is not death threat in any kind of way.
Insane, bro.
So we've already sent those and we've already contextualized them. So they're not death threats in any kind of way. Yeah. This has to stop even on his side. I think this, by the way, I'm saying this, by the way, no more hate or anything. Hating him isn't gonna solve anything. I'm just saying to him as a concern. Because it seems to me this is just gonna make things
really seems like he's just mentally unstable.
Yeah, it's gonna make it way worse for him. Yeah. I think he wants to his 49.
A 40-year-old man doing some bullshit, bro. It doesn't. That's why I call him a locale.
I'm saying this, by the way, like not even as toxicity anymore, because it's not gonna do me any good to keep hating on this guy. Not for my mental health or anything, but honestly, I'm starting to be concerned about this guy's actual mental health, because none of the things that you do right now, honestly, is like healthy in any kind of way to you, bro. Like you have to stop. Like you already are in the wrong. Like come on, man. You're doing nothing but like trying to ruin yourself.
It's very funny.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to go now since I think it's quite late in my time. I need to also do a few things. Hmm. Yeah, also, sorry we had to crash. Yeah, also sorry we had to crash the stream sometimes because of internal issues. So yeah, I'm really sorry about this. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, bro. See you later. Bye.